All right, hi guys. Welcome to another amazing episode of That's My Time podcast. My name is Tolu Afilaka. I'm sure you guys already know. And a lot of people have been asking me, when are you going to have a female guest on your podcast? Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you guys, ladies, I bring you guys glad tidings. Today, my guest is a female serial entrepreneur. She is one of the most sought out production managers and talent managers. She hails from Delta State. She started her career at Babcock University. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me today on That's My Time podcast, please may welcome the person I call Wonder Woman, Ifeanyi Amayo.
Oh, confetti was.
Now, supposed to clap.
No, not that. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm messing around.
All right. Thank you so much, Ifeanyi, for
You're welcome.
coming on. I'm very excited. I won't lie. Before I start,
I don't look excited.
I don't get excited.
You're just saying it with a straight face. Is that how people do it?
Okay, I'm very excited.
I more like it.
All right, so I'm actually very excited to have you on my podcast.
Yeah.
Because you're one of the few people I really admire. Like, I don't before I make people my friends or I get close to people, I watch them from afar. And not just by what they say, but by what they do. And you're one of the few people that actually practice what you preach. And
What?
yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so I've studied you from afar, and I was like, this, you know so much for your age. And I felt that you should be on this podcast to share with my listeners the things you know. Yes.
Yeah.
So we can raise other Ifeanyis. Because if we have a lot of Ifeanyis on earth, I think this world will be a better place. So thank you so much once again. All right. So Ifeanyi, you are the manager to SLK, the first Nigerian comedian to have a Netflix special.
That's not correct, but go on.
Okay. And I want to ask, are you a fan of comedy?
Love comedy. Makes me happy. I love to laugh.
Okay, because
enjoy laughing.
I was going through your biography and I saw that you organized comedy shows even at Babcock. Did you have comedians in Babcock, or why exactly did you choose to toe that line of comedy? Why not music? Because music, of course, it brings a lot of money, and the terrain is very, soft, and everything works easily. So why comedy?
Okay, so maybe I want to say it was a coincidence, but there's no coincidence with God. So I'm not going to say it's a coincidence. I want to say that I was divinely led, right? So in school, was hustle initially, right? And we just wanted to do something. And so it wasn't just comedy, actually, it was music and comedy. Okay. But then comedy just worked better, I think. Yeah, so it was events generally, and then there was comedy, so I just stuck.
Oh, with comedy.
With comedy, yeah.
Okay, but are you foreseeing going into music, or you have settled down with comedy?
When you say going into music, what exactly do you mean?
Managing artists.
Yes, of course. Why not?
Okay.
Well,
all right.
I'm wide.
Yeah.
There's no restrictions for now.
That's amazing. Congratulations on your artist, SLK, and having a Netflix special. How do you feel when he got the approval from Netflix?
Proud of him. Very proud.
Did you actually foresee it coming?
Oh, certainly.
Because it came in a short time.
Yes, it did. Okay. It had to happen. I mean, it certainly was God's doing, because SLK works so hard for all his different many projects.
But did you believe that I was going to get that special?
Yes. Now why not?
Because it's something that has never happened before, so it takes a lot of willpower to actually achieve it. Yeah.
Yes, a couple of other comedians have done that.
Not in Nigeria.
Yes, not produced per se in Nigeria for the international audience. Yes, he was the first to do that. But yeah, there certainly was good content now, so why not?
Yeah. So how do you guys meet?
How did we meet? Okay, so I was producing one of Ajebo's shows. I'm not sure what year now. Maybe 2017, I'm not sure now. Just working on his shows, and I think he mentioned to me that there's this person who is really smart. You would like him because he knows the type of comedy that I enjoy, or the style. And I was like, really? Okay. So we're just, curating a list of people who would perform. Okay. And I spoke to SLK. I called because I was in charge, stage management and all of that. So I called SLK. And he did. He really was intelligent and really smart. I could tell. And I instantly was like, oh, yeah, this is the guy. I want something different. And it was just new for me. I hadn't, and everything is just funny. He just makes jokes unnecessarily, out of every chance he gets. It's just like, he's waiting for you to talk so that he can make a joke out of it. But wow. Yeah. So I then called him, and he wasn't sure he was going to make it. And I said, you have to come for this one. And he didn't understand why this event planner was, bothering and very keen on, meeting him or him performing at this particular show. And I feel like it was like, you know what, if she really wants me to, it means she appreciates my craft, and you know what, I'm going to show up. And he did. And then we just became friends. Mm.
Okay. So what do you think has sustained the relationship you have with your artist, SLK?
I want to say that SLK knows what he's doing. Okay. And he's not doing it just because he has a passion for it. So I would rather work with passion. Passion? Yes. And of course, because I know what I'm doing. I have a passion for what I'm doing. So yes, so it just works.
Okay.
It works.
Yeah. So, so before we came on set, you told me that you produced TGIF. And TGIF was a big success. It was at Landmark Event Center. Yes. And it had all the big guys on. For the skits, we had Alibaba, SLK, Basket Mouths, Bovi, and the likes. Bovi introduced SLK on stage.
Yes, he did.
With IK,
Yes, he did.
So,
it was fun.
I want to ask, with all of this, I didn't even know you don't have produced this. Yeah, do you understand? I didn't know you don't have planned everything and all. How does it feel being behind the scenes?
I enjoy
not being in front.
So much.
No,
this is not even me.
Because in a world where everyone wants to be at the center stage,
Are you sure?
But at the end of the day, all the glory goes to just the host. But meanwhile, you're at the engine room. You're the foundation for which SLK is building. Well, so how does it feel being behind the scene? Do you at some point want to be in front? Because I had to bring you, I had to force you, because you said you don't like this.
No, I'm uncomfortable.
But how does it feel being behind? Like, is that satisfying to you?
Very. So not everyone is meant to be at the limelight, Not everyone is supposed to be a celebrity or just there. So who then will do the work behind the scenes? Well, I actually considered being that, and I saw the stress. I was like, this cannot be.
So if you wanted to be a celebrity, what would you do?
Maybe I might have been an influencer or something. Okay. Influencing for Jesus. I might have been an influencer. Okay. Yeah, setting.
Okay.
But it's good. It's comfortable.
Just being behind.
Yes, and I enjoy it. I'm thorough there. I'm more thorough.
But do you think it's a safeguard for you?
How so?
Like, if anything goes wrong, they don't get to approach
I know it's even worse because this thing now we're doing, I might say something I'm not supposed to see, and it might affect the people that I work with or for.
Okay.
So there's nothing safe about it. I'm not being safe. In fact, no, I'm not being safe. It's just comfortable for me. I don't necessarily really think that I'm even like behind the scenes because people still know that, this was the person, as if you even like let people know. Yeah. But then comfort in the sense that I can walk on the street, nobody's looking at me, I'm not anybody's mentor. Don't go up to me.
So is it that you don't want to mentor anybody?
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you said.
That's not what I said.
You said mentoring.
I said, I don't want mentoring. It was a joke.
Okay.
No. Okay. So I'm saying that I don't, so something like this, I want to be able to walk on the street and buy my bully. Do you understand me? I don't want anyone saying, no, look at her, celebrity or all that. It's just too dramatic for me. Mm. And I don't want to be kidnapped, so I'm joking.
I don't be kidnapped.
I'm joking.
Okay, so does every artist need a manager? Or can I just do it myself?
Oh, you sure thing. Sure you can.
Okay.
But again, it depends on a couple of things now. workload also, like how far have you come? How many gigs? How often do you get gigs? You know, the whole stretch of it. Just, I mean, what's your schedule like? Do you understand me?
Yeah.
You might need someone to manage that. If you're that big, you're getting bookings here and there. You can't do it by yourself. Absolutely not.
Okay. Or, you know, for comedians, some of us barely have a lot of things we do. Do you understand? So,
You know what? Do anything now. There's so much work. You could do scripting. There's a lot of work to do.
okay, true. See, but it's always very difficult for comedians to actually get those bookings. Do you understand?
Why and how?
Um,
You could even act.
yes, exactly. But I don't need a manager to do that for me.
To do what?
To help me get bookings for acting.
If you're good, they would call your manager. Now that's what management is for.
Okay. I'm talking about the grassroots comedians that are growing up.
Yeah, no,
At
of
what
course
point do I need it?
can you even
At what
afford
point?
to get a manager? Then you don't need. Then you already there. You have it. Then you have your answers already. You don't need a manager.
Okay, then at what
You
point?
can do it by yourself.
At what
unless
point?
you're trying to like. Some people. Sorry for cutting you.
No.
Some people have I beg your pardon. Some people have managers. You know, to just guide them because they want that look for their brand. You know, that image. That's why some people have managers.
Okay.
The managers are supposed to help too, to an extent also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at what point do I need a manager?
When you start getting as many gigs, or if you want that look or feel, or just a thorough rebranding for your brand, that's when.
Okay. So if you as a person, your brand, Iplanwonders, Iplanwonders is an event company. Your challenge management company. Are they two different things?
What was that?
Iplanwonders is it different from?
So, yeah. It
Okay.
is.
So what do I stand to gain being an artist under your brand? Yeah.
I want you to take a look at SLK now.
Okay.
What do you think the difference is? Did you know when I started managing him?
SLK.
Can you do like a before and after?
SLK,
There you have it. That's your answer.
This is only fine, not me. But I quite agree
Is
with
he
that.
coming on this? Is he coming on this
Yes,
show?
he is.
Because oof,
It's
I'm sure
only-
you have a lot. You have a lot to say.
Okay.
So
So
let me do my own now.
so what I start to gain is a before and after. What I ordered versus what I got.
Yes, basically.
Okay. If
I'm just saying, just take a look
if
at
I come under your brand,
everything.
you will I get Nestle's too?
Are you good?
Yes now.
Man, let's see now. Let's see how that works.
No, me say I
It's
will come
not
join
me,
you
oh.
finish now. You go to say Nestle's only collect.
No, it's not by that too. It's
Okay,
not by
so-
that.
So like now that's you just said before and after. What do I gain?
Look at what. So that's I want you to explain what has SLK gained. What do you think? so
Well,
far?
I think SLK has got
Since his what was it you were saying that he was?
I didn't say whatever SLK is. Oh.
What did you say while we're talking? For camera started rolling.
I said SLK is very passionate about his craft. It's an amazing personality.
He said, did you say you looked up to him?
Yes, I used to look up to him.
Good. So you know a lot about
Yeah, I
him.
know a lot about him.
So you should know this.
Okay, so SLK is what I stand to gain by joining Iplanwonders.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said everything that he has become now, what he was before, how he's doing now. Wait and see.
I think he's more
Organized?
Yes, more organized. I was about to say that.
The brand image.
Yes, is out.
Look at me answering your questions for you.
Now it's your question, Ifeanyi. It's like you ask you my question. It's not your question. It's that be asking.
right back at you now.
No, yeah,
Well,
no.
Isn't he like a mentor?
Yeah, I know this.
Isn't he
He's
like a
yes,
mentor?
Yes.
So you should mirror him now. You should know these things.
No, but I was not bringing SLK into this.
I mean, now, but yeah, I can answer the way I want to.
Because somebody can be listening now and be like, okay, I would like Ifeanyi to manage
Is
me.
it advice?
And that person may not.
So so this is like an ad moment for me.
Yes.
Do you want me to? You want me to advertise myself? So if you,
If I know inside this heat, please. This place they hot. Anyways, okay. This question, we'll go back to it. So if you have a very similar job description with your husband, was that a coincidence or not? Copy?
yeah, copy.
Yeah, I can tell.
I copy. I just said, I like what he does. Let me do it.
I don't. Yeah, it's
Yes,
possible.
because you submit. I mean,
To your husband, anything they do him, and you love him. You just
That's
love what he
it.
does too, and you just chose to.
of course not.
Okay, so
No. No. So I happen to be good at it. So I just decided, you know what, okay, so it's time to do this. So let's delve
into it. Is that one of the reasons why you got married to him?
No, funnily enough, I don't even know that it was in view at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe this was after, but what I can say is that he helps a great deal. I can't copy something.
Okay, so he gives you advice, you ask questions.
Even these shoots today.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, who are the people?
Okay.
Send me the profile. Let me look at it. You don't just agree to do it. It's like, okay, bro, what I did. So you were screened.
I was screened.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Peter Amayo. I am very grateful. Should in case anything comes up, please reach out to my manager, Ifeanyi Amayo. Okay.
Lord.
Yeah. So, how's that been? You know.
Oh, how has what been?
The job description, like you asking him questions, putting it through. Are you getting results from what he puts you through, and what have you?
I am getting results, as you can see.
Okay.
My husband is a very straightforward person. If you know him, he doesn't joke with his work. No, very serious. So, so you can see that even if I had to say one really important part of it for me is the time management aspect of it.
Okay.
Oof, he's so good at it.
I know. Wow.
Too good at it. It's almost like he manages me also. So I learn.
Yeah, I like that part you spoke about you managing yourself.
Yeah.
And I want to ask, do you have time for yourself? Because it's a lot of work to actually manage other people, getting involved with their life, in their passion, what they love to do, and trying to deliver what they have in their head. That's a lot of work. So do you have time for yourself, and how do you create time? When do you do that?
I don't. I don't. If you're watching this, do not do this at home. Do not do it. It's hectic.
If I know how many people, there's money in this thing. Don't even like this says.
Do not try this at home. Do not try this at home. Yeah, so it is, again, that's where passion comes in, right? That's exactly where passion comes in. So again, I enjoy it. So it's not like work for me. It's almost like a hobby. So default, you could wake me up anytime and I'm just straight out.
So you won't be relaxing while you're on the job?
Oh, certainly. But it gets really tedious, especially when you have like a lot of activities at a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure that let's go back to school. When you were in school, I'm sure that this was not always the plan. You either had the common three, that's doctors, lawyers, engineer, one of those things. You definitely didn't want to be an event planner. It wasn't common then. It was a big thing.
Well, yeah. No, it wasn't.
What did you want to be?
Yeah, I didn't want to be. I didn't know what I wanted to be. No, no, I was gonna say a lawyer. But I wanted that my parents wanted me to be a lawyer. So if you'd ask me at the time, I'd say,
so yes,
I want to be a lawyer.
Okay. So at what point did you start evolving? At what point did you discover like purpose and understand that this is what I want to do with my life? And were you anxious? Were there fears or anything? What did you study first?
Mass communication.
Okay.
So anxiety, it's a common thing for event planners.
Yeah.
Very common. Because then you're nervous, so is this event going to go well? But that's by the way. So while I was in school, maybe my second year, I think that must have been when I delved into events, right? So then my 300 level, I felt like, okay, it's a thing, and I'm so good at it. But then when I think back, right, so I didn't know what it was at the time when I was younger, but like I get this question a lot. So when I'm asked to speak about it, I just do the math in my head and just do like a recap. And I see that when I was younger, right, we would gather, all my cousins, all of us would gather. I would use my money,
Are you serious?
I'll buy like, I think Biloxi biscuits at the time, which we see. I would package it and just like share it, put in the plates, and everybody would just enjoy.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was at the time, but I just loved groove, you know.
Groove flex.
Yes. So when I was in my 300 level, I started doing events like back to back, and cooking also. So cooking, I meant like I was doing like cocktails and all of that in school for money. For money.
In Babcock?
Yes, in Babcock. I was doing, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. I have Babcock. No, it was mocktails. It really was mocktails. So we had that, and I finished school. I didn't want to be at home.
Yeah.
So I called everyone I had partnered with. Shout out to Wainro. And Wainro was like, Ajabo is looking for an assistant. I was like, really? I'm going to hustle. Why not? What am I doing at home? So I just jumped on it.
You were still at Babcock University then?
I had finished. I had just I just got home. It was maybe the next day. I just started calling everyone. And Wainro is who does Nights of 1,000 Laughs.
Then?
Yeah. So he was the plug for comedians and all that for school while we were bringing them to school and artists and all. And so Wainro would then send my CV, I think, to Ajabo.
Okay.
And just after interviews, okay, why not? She looks decent to fit to work with me. And then I just jumped on and was his personal assistant for about two years, I believe. Then I went on to manage him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's really amazing. Say thank you now.
Why?
Why? If I are stressing you on this podcast. Okay. So
I'm not a celebrity. This is not me. I told you.
That is
make
it.
me wear suits. Come do shoots.
Okay, thank you. If I were your top 5 comedians, aside SLK.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
SLK is there. No this and no peace.
In no particular
Obviously, if you like particular order, we have Ose,
okay.
Timmy,
Okay.
Monica, Chaka Chaka.
You like Chaka Chaka?
I do. I think
Are you serious?
he's a psychopath. I know.
You really like Chaka
Well,
Chaka?
yeah,
Wow.
I think he's a mess.
The Chaka Chaka is really funny.
I think he's just, just spongy. He just comes. I'm just like, do you think of what you say? Yeah, I do. He's really bold. I do. I don't even think he knows this. He probably doesn't.
Doesn't know, yeah.
No, but I think he's.
Okay, and last. It's okay, he's not there, don't worry.
No, I'm not worried. He knows now.
He's not part.
He knows. He
Like,
knows
he's not part. Before we came on set, it's okay. If I was just reciting your jokes, they were crazy. Listen. Okay.
Because we have situated somewhere in our house.
So, who is the last person?
I really like Eme Chidera too. I like the whole,
his voice,
yeah,
and everything.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible what he does.
Okay,
But
so
I like so many other people, but you won't let me share it, right? Would you?
nah,
Can I
that's
go?
5. That's 5.
So I'm
'Cause
top
if I-
five. I heard about top 5. There's top of mind now. I'm thinking.
Okay, so we have one extra slot.
Obi is going to fight me.
Oh, we got me. Oh, we over.
That was the other people would have started saying, "Oh my God, did I just slap my thighs?" And so,
okay.
I rebuke you. Yeah, Obi, I know. Obi, but since you won't let me
No, we can't
say
stretch
SLK,
beyond.
yeah. No, what's about stretching?
Yeah.
Because I want to say that they're a bit similar.
Okay.
So that's why, because I didn't mention SLK,
So you just went
default,
for
Obi.
OV.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about the OGs, I'll give you just 3 slots for the OGs. I'm talking about
I'm
the
not going to
Alibabas,
Uh,
Apollo.
I actually like Aporo. I really like Forever. Oh my God. I like Forever. You already know Ajabo. I'm not allowed to call Ajabo.
No. For reasons, even Osia to me, I just allowed
You should then I would have had a really long list then.
Yeah. Just one.
I do like the Stalker.
The Stalker.
Can we? What's that? The Stalker? What's that? I do.
Okay.
I think he's amazing. I do.
Okay.
I like Forever.
I wanted to ask a question, but I'll just keep my
What
mouth
do you want to
shut.
ask? You better. You need it.
Okay.
You're just.
All right.
You're close in it.
Let's take it back to in the beginning.
Where?
How you met your husband.
No, my sweetheart.
No, don't drop your voice, so you have to speak up. They have to hear you. So how did you meet Mr. Peter Amayo?
Sorry.
How did you meet Mr. Peter Amayo? In case you don't know, Mr. Peter Amayo is the legend Ike Osakiodua's.
So wait, let me
manager.
say how I met him. Because this work that he was doing, and it was SLK. He didn't introduce us, but I met. Maybe technically he did.
Okay.
So Ike was hosting SLK's TGIF in 2018, and Peter was his handler, right? So I hadn't even been talking to them because my stage manager was the one working, doing all that stuff. But then he came to the venue. I was still running up and down. Hadn't finished setting up. And they had, to be fair, because I'm always on time, but to be fair, they had like too many events and the sound is minor challenges. Anywho, Peter came in and just walked through the event planner. So with this, it's not that deep with your coat. Why are you talking to me? Because I mean, at the time I was a babe. I'd like to say that, you know, so I wasn't someone that you just come and
talk to anyhow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so at least for a guy, you would have, fine girl, you know, that sort of thing. But he didn't even
look at you.
He didn't say to me, it was just, please, where's the microphone? I said, well, no, sound is already. So listen, I give you 5 minutes. If it's not ready, we're out of essay. Ike is out of where? But in my head, I was like, oh, this, you're not even the Ike. Why are you all walked up? So I said to him, you're not, I mean, I didn't say that, but I was thinking that, right? So I was like, you're not even the celebrity, you're not Ike. Why are you so walked up? And then he was just all over the place. Then he came back again. 5 minutes, we're out. I said, well, I explained to SLK that Ike is not here, or he's leaving, or he left because we weren't ready. But to be fair, I wasn't used to that. When they say show is 5, don't even worry. It's probably like 8 p.m. So I hadn't seen that kind of efficiency. I was in shock. They were there before.
Are you serious?
Yes, before the time. Maybe we said come 6, they were there like 5. I hadn't really seen it
happen.
Yeah, especially for hosts.
That's professional.
You're telling me what they say about time management. So yeah, it was really messy, and we went back and forth. I now had to go apologize to Ike, and Ike was like, it's okay. So I said, hey, so look at him, he's even out you. Why is Peter now walked up, right? I said, this thing, it's now later I realized, okay, this is what they do, good, bad cop, okay. So me too, that's something I learned to SLK too. He's like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's okay. But I'm there doing like, you need to hurry. Please, we don't have time. So it's just how it works.
Okay, so that's how you met him.
That's not how I met him. Well, that's how I met him, but that's not how we got talking.
Yeah, so how do you guys get talking?
So I usually do like a thank you thing with my vendors when we're done with the events, everyone who came on board, or like a thank you message or whatever to appreciate you. And so I think we sent that out. And I happened to be with the phone at the time when I got a response. And I saw, you're welcome. And I think my stage manager stored the number as Ike. So that, is Ike not supposed to be busy? You respond to messages like, you're not even that busy. And I was zoomed in because there was the profile picture on WhatsApp. So I saw his face. I said, you, this weekend, I will deal with you. You know, because I just thought, he'll be on my WhatsApp, I'll be talking, he'll see my fine. At the time, I was so idle. I didn't know that life would get this busy. So I just thought he would see my pictures and he would...
If I say I was so idle.
I'm joking when I say I was idle, not that idle, but it made me say vain. Because at that age, I mean, so I felt like he would, maybe chat me up and then I'll throw him pepper. Do I do with the other people? It was very difficult because I now even forgot the plan to deal with him. I really did forget, and I think I missed my trip somewhere or my flight somewhere, and he laughed at me and told me to go enter bus or something. I was like,
okay, so you guys already talking after that?
We hadn't spoken, so I just posted it up on my WhatsApp, and I said, oh my God, something about the flight. I don't remember the story now, but he now responded and said, better go enter bus. I said, this boy with your suits that day, so I'm enter bus. I mean, I was just forming, all of us are all just pretending here. And then he was like, one or two things, just enter a big bus. It was too specific for me. It's like, so it was really funny. you know, and I like people with a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
So I found him funny. And then I totally forgot the plan to deal with him and, you know, show him pepper. But then we just now had like too many friends. We had a lot in common. He went to University of Benin. My dad was a lecturer there. Apparently he knew my dad and it's like, oh, you're this man's daughter. Don't tell people that this man is your father and all of that. So it was really good. So we then really just got talking because it was that connection.
Okay, so who shot the shot first?
I mean, look at me.
Ifeanyi, you're too proud of me. Should we look at me?
No, he did.
Okay, so did he later tell you that the first time he saw you, was he love at first sight?
He abused me. Is he coming on this show?
Yeah, it means.
Ask him. And so till tomorrow, he told you just look so clumsy. You're just all over the place.
Are you? I say you look like a bad.
Yeah, so I said he didn't even blink. And I was in shock. I didn't understand why he didn't even send me, but that's my husband for you. Work is work.
So wait, you're hoping that he should send you?
Not really. I couldn't have been bothered, but nobody had ever spoken to me like that. I was in shock.
Okay.
It was a discovery. It was a discovery.
Okay. I think let's go back to the arts and comedy and events. Okay, so with the way the stand-up comedy industry is looking, thanks to people like you have helped our industry.
I have.
Yes.
You sure?
But do you know what it is to manage a comedian that has a Netflix special? That's like a breakthrough for every one of us. Because if we see that it's possible, you know, then we also want to do that. We'll take our art more seriously. We want to create more original jokes. That reminds me, what do you think about comedians that steal people's jokes?
Don't do this. Don't do it. I think it's mean. That's people's hard work.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really bad. You know, even lifting people's content, like I just think it's unfair to do.
Yeah, that's something I learned from SLK. I think in secondary school, I read an interview on.
Takes it very seriously. Yeah,
I do. Originality.
Yeah.
So
and that's what makes you a comedian if you can't be original, right?
So from that time, I just said I'll start writing my own jokes.
Yeah,
whatever it costs me. If it's two I have, I'll keep saying those.
Yes, it is.
Time.
Yes.
Because
I respect that.
It's my content. So what does the future hold for young up and coming comedians in the stand-up comedy industry?
Only God.
Can't say what. Are you foreseeing more Netflix specials for us?
Nah, leave Netflix. Anything happen. Leave Netflix alone, for God's sake.
That's a dream.
Can we even? Why should aspire to do more?
At some of us our age, Eddie Murphy at 21 did Broadway, Delirious and all that stuff. That was his own Netflix at that time.
Yeah.
So Netflix is like the standard for that's why I was saying. So yeah. So what are the prospects? Now you could tell us.
Why?
You know, you tell us. So okay.
I think the industry, the comedy industry, I think it's incredibly promising. I'm actually very excited.
Yeah.
Especially because of you guys.
Okay.
The younger ones now, you guys are doing such great work, very hard work, and I mean, not that I didn't expect it, but it's to see it come to life. It's amazing. Yeah. It's exciting to see. I'm literally looking forward to it. You know, it's inspiring. So certainly, I think if you guys continue, I mean, you guys come to comedy clubs, it's crazy, and that's regardless of whether your material is gonna fail, whether you're performing or not.
We keep going.
You keep at it, and you don't care.
Yeah,
you see people come, say, "I'm gonna read out. I can test my material."
If you know fun, I don't care.
Yes,
funny.
you know.
Oh, well.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, unashamed. You're just going at it, which is good. So, I think it's going to be remarkably successful. It might not get to, like I was discussing with SLK, we were talking about it. It was like, it might not be as huge as the music industry, but certainly.
He said that it might not be as huge as music industry. Do you know I have that fear? I have a fear that
the music,
I have a fear like the music industry has left us behind.
It's terrible. It has.
We are far behind.
Certainly. It's almost like we're just waking up and shout out Alibaba. Like, thank him. You guys owe him.
Yeah, we actually. I don't know about
Really,
the try.
'cause yeah.
It's
I mean,
actually
it
tried to
paved
resuscitate the
way.
industry. Just the give am.
Yeah. So it's really good work. So
Yeah.
well done, everybody.
Thank
Really,
you.
everyone is pushing, and you guys support one another. It's amazing.
I think that was something I shared with my guys when we were all back in school then.
Yeah.
I told them that you see the way the industry is going, I think we should do the opposite. A lot of them are, they might be attacking each other, they might be
but
against
you
each
guys
other,
are
but I
like,
think let's
you're
come
going
together.
different breeds.
Yeah, let's collaborate.
Yeah.
Most of the times we might even do show and run at a loss, but
Yeah.
oh well, everybody's blow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like, okay, if somebody bombs, like me too, I bomb this night, like
Yes, and you talk about
yeah,
it.
I
and
will
like,
laugh at
this
each
is how-
other.
yeah, this is how I can do better.
yeah, and so I think there's
Yeah.
that love, there's that community.
There
and
is,
we're all friends.
certainly.
Nobody's apart. We all saw each other. Some people even point out like I knew Ose's growth. I saw how Ose was in the beginning. Do you understand? I always tell them that
that's when
I'm proud of what you're doing. Yeah, because I remember let's not
Yes, that's not just
Ose is on the podcast. I don't want to
look at that.
yeah. So you're known to be someone that has an amazing work ethic. You arrive on time.
Are you sure?
It's okay to me that you're an executor.
Oh, yes.
Like you might
That
not
I
like
can-
it.
That I can say.
You might not like it, but you get it done. You always know how to get it done.
Yes.
And so it's something a lot
And I
of people are.
respect your decision,
Yes.
regardless. I would advise you, but I'll do what you want me to do.
So in a world where a lot of people find it very difficult to have productive days, and how do we improve our work ethic and overall productivity?
So me, I like to speak for myself.
Yeah.
Basically, so I always use myself as an example, and because it's more practical and it's what has worked for me so far. So I'm gonna say that set clear goals. Just cliche.
Yeah, very cliche.
But it is what it is, really. I don't know what I can do about that. Do you understand? Because when you don't have a goal, what are you even doing?
Okay.
When I say goal, I'm not just achieved to believe people don't know. It's the reality, right? It's the reality. Why are you doing what you're doing?
Okay.
Synonymous with passion. Like what are you trying to achieve, right? So do that and focus on it. Focus on it, then learn. So like you said, I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So you can imagine I'm learning, relearning on a daily basis. You absolutely have to, because the world is moving
Very fast.
and you will be left behind if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I quite
If
agree.
you don't learn. Also, maybe ask for feedback. Right? What can I do better? What have I done? I do that. I'm someone, even with my friends that I work a lot with family and friends. So I try to ask, what can I do better? What do you see me doing wrong? Because there's competition, whether you know it, whether you like it or not. Right? I'm going to say healthy competition when it's competition.
Yeah, it is exactly.
But yeah, so you need to, I want to say compare yourself, not necessarily, but what are these people doing? How did they do what you,
exactly.
how can I get there? So you do that, and I feel like,
So basically,
just
keep learning,
keep learning,
set clear goals.
goals, maybe go back to the drawing. It's okay. It's okay to even rest and just say, take a break. What am I not doing right? Because it could be overwhelming.
Yes.
It could be.
Yes.
It could be. I can't emphasize that enough. And mostly really try to enjoy what you do. I'm a strong believer there. I want to say that if you have really no business doing what you don't enjoy, because you will be stressed. I can assure you. So passion really goes a long way, because that's my life. I enjoy everything I do. Every single thing I do, I enjoy. So it's almost like I'm just living doing my hobby.
And is that why you choose to manage some people and choose not to manage some people? That means you must truly like
Oh, I have to.
your talent.
I absolutely have to. Believe in you, believe in your dream. I have to, and understand you and your style and your craft. I have to. If not, it might be a challenge for me.
Yeah.
I would struggle, and then I have no business working with you if I'm going to struggle and I do not understand you. I won't do good work, and that's on me. So yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned things can get overwhelming. So for you, how do you relax? No. It is fine like that. Oh, sorry.
Oh my goodness. How do I relax? Do I relax?
Yes, no.
So you heard when I said,
I always see you chilling with your girls when we come out to JJC, and that's like every
that's
time
just
fun
family,
time.
that's support.
Okay.
You have your support. I support you. You have to support me,
Yes.
absolutely. So no, that's not really relaxing for me. How do I relax?
Do you go to the beach?
I'm thinking.
Do you watch a movie? Do you go to a resort?
No, none of that. I think going to the beach is really stressful because why do you want to have sand all
Sand
over your
over your
body? It's just dirty. It's just no. I'm not that person. So maybe-
do you like sleeping?
I do when I'm knackered. I do. I just want to rest and just Netflix and chill, or Prime Video and chill.
No, never video too.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. So maybe so I'm never really resting.
So you don't relax if I.
I do. So I'm thinking, because if I say what I need to say now, you're just going to say, how is that relaxing?
Let's say it.
So I like to throw parties.
But I just to say now that you chill with your girls, that's it now.
No. I have a lot of.
So when you're throwing parties, you're relaxing. You like.
So I'm working.
So you
and
find
I'm up and about.
you find gratification when you see other
doing-
people
in serving
moving,
people.
having fun.
There you
You
go.
know, I'm like that too. I like seeing people.
I just groove. You
Yeah.
hear me in the beginning.
I like people having fun.
But
Like it's satisfying
also-
for me. And I'll just be asking you, are you okay? Are you okay? It makes me happy.
That's my life. That was me and my. So Kolamide,
Yeah.
my party, my last birthday party. He was worried. Just kept us, are you okay? Like, it's your birthday, you're working. I was up and are you good? Have you had something to eat? It's me.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy. And then I'm like, he's like, you need to rest, have fun. I'm like, oh, I'm having fun.
Yeah,
but I was up
But
and
you were
about.
still up and about everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are gradually coming to the end. So for the end, I always like to end it with something about faith. Can you tell us a time about when your faith was tested and how you overcame?
It's telling you that nothing like that. God is for me. And
Nothing like that. I've
God is
never
for me.
experienced any.
Who can be against me? I'm joking. I'm playing, no.
Okay.
Tested well.
Yeah. You
See
did-
that
you did
COVID
pray?
period. What the person? Hey.
You look at that praise.
I know, I get that all the time.
You look at that praise.
I don't get so much concerned Ajeba with prayer.
You know,
Ajeba no they pray.
you don't look at someone that prays.
We have no.
See, this is my videographer. Like, you don't see the guy they pray.
And we end up like you.
He-
So we're
Say
gonna
Yeah, what
do,
I said.
we're gonna do I don't know. It's almost like a sad story now, but like
Okay.
it's a time that brought me closer to God.
All right.
You know. So even God said that He will be with you, regardless. Was something. I had every sickness, literally you could think of. I was nervous, anxiety, you know.
Were you married at the time?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't married. I got married in 2022. Yeah. So COVID was horrible for me. Very horrible. I guess gonna have that full, piano thing.
Sorry to take you back. So I have to say something. I didn't want to be serious, but you're telling me that you did talking stage with Mr. Peter for 5 years. From 2017 to
2018. That was
2018. That was 4 years. Talking stage.
Yes, I told you. Didn't I tell you I was going to show you Pepe? I'm not trying.
Was not that way. Okay.
It wasn't really talking. We were just friends, so we didn't even know. I didn't know, at least. Maybe he knew, because that man, you never know. Maybe he had just blessed this girl. Don't worry.
I'll marry you.
I'm telling you. I didn't know. I really didn't know. But anywho, yeah. So it was a really difficult time for me because I had no work.
Okay.
And I'm never idle. I always have something to do. I'm always busy, literally. And I was alone. I was alone, literally.
Like nobody was with you.
No one. You know, I mean, I had family, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I was an event planner. You know, everyone else would maybe work from home. There was no work to do from home. And then I started saying, Lord, I'm hardworking. And I had no money. You know, but that wasn't even the case because my siblings would say, what's going on? Why you sick? What's going on? Is it because you're not married? Or is it because you don't have money? Are you in debt? I said, hey, I'm in debt, send me money. But no, I wasn't. That wasn't the case. I just wasn't sure anymore. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why. It just was strange to me. I've never been, you know, idle.
So the problem was, if you're a workaholic,
Actually.
like that means you were literally falling asleep because you were not.
I was just not busy. I couldn't, you know, it was just strange. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't even explain it myself. But it was a very difficult time because I had no money and I wasn't even, nobody knew what was going to happen, right? So no work, no money, just nothing to do. I was just there. Then I started maybe thinking so much and then maybe depression. And then I'll ask God, Lord, is this work really for me? I'm hardworking. Where am I? What's going on with me? Now, is this the work you really want for me? Is this my purpose? Lord, show me my purpose. I will pray and I'll say, I've heard people pray about divine purpose and all of that. So Lord, show me my purpose. And He did. I didn't know that I was going to even continue. I think that's what I feel. I'm not sure now. Lord help. I'm not sure. I feel like Wonder Kitchen was born then.
From that. Okay.
Yeah, because I started cooking and, you know, but I was like, would I really leave what I enjoy doing, which is planning, you know, production. I do not want to stop. I love it so much, but no one is producing nothing. No one's just there, you know. So I continued regardless, again, passion. So because I enjoyed it, even though it was a very tough time, I even had like a couple of interviews with some stations. They would reach out and say they want to interview me and to talk about what the way forward is with the event industry. So I had that. And it was very encouraging still. So as tough as it was, there was still light, you know, but it was very challenging because the only thing that could have kept you at the time was passion and drive, you know, for what you do, which was what really helped me. And so I pushed through and it was the toughest time, but in that toughest time, I bought my first car.
Wow.
It was so tough. It was so
You
tough.
had money now. You can't say you have money. You don't have money. You buy
That's
car.
what I'm saying. So I can't even really explain it to you.
You don't understand yourself. You didn't know what was going on.
No. I didn't have money. No, but I don't even think anybody.
How you can't take bike and you know?
That's what I'm saying. So immediately the COVID was done or almost over. Events
started coming in,
and I was just like, it was so tough. I didn't even see it coming.
So now looking back, what do you think God was doing?
God was teaching me. I say this thing often. I say that God allows me go through certain things so that I can help and be there for other people. Because my whole life is a testimony.
Okay.
It was horrible. And shout out to my husband. I think that at the time I said this one, I'll marry him because he was there.
Oh.
It was horrible. When I say horrible,
I guess you should be traveling because Ike would have been busy then, that period.
Yeah, no, COVID.
Was he
Who
moving
was traveling?
A few people were moving around.
Around where?
Some people were moving around.
No, they
People that
was.
had serious things to do.
There was so much.
That period, there was Big Brother.
Isn't it still events? Not with Big Brother where?
There was Big Brother that period, lockdown.
You know,
Ebuka,
I don't believe that. Ebuka and the Ike are not the same people.
I know, but like if Ebuka was busy, Ike must have been busy too.
Yeah, but you can't move around. When you say move around, you're saying as though it was the normal way of life.
Yeah.
It was the norm. No, it wasn't.
Okay. So what was it at that time?
I don't remember. It was just there for
just
me.
there.
In that capacity, I can't remember what he was doing because we were close and friends, but like I wasn't like really focused on him like in the way I'm focused on him now. You know, but I'm saying he was there. I remember him being there and back-to-back visits to the hospital.
We went to hospital for it.
Yes, I was. They said I had
idle.
They said I had the anxiety disorder. There was the BP. It was a lot. It was messy.
BP.
Really. At that age.
As is that have you had to do those things?
No. No. So that's what I'm saying. It was a really tough time. So I must have been reading because it's not okay not knowing where you're headed.
Okay.
You know, and you have no control over it. And I'm someone who likes to be in control of
and you always want to know what's next, what's happening. Okay.
Of me.
So looking back at that time, are you grateful for
the experience? I can say that for free. I can say that if I had gone through that and I'm here, I don't even see what's coming. I can't even imagine it. When it comes, I'll be been there, done that.
Yeah.
Piece of work. Yeah.
So I think so you're built inside now. You're strong. You have a solid foundation.
Strengthened.
Yeah, that's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I hate to say, but we have come to the end of this amazing episode. Ifeanyi, thank you so much. I think this is the point where I start to give you your flowers.
Yeah. I collect it. You know me.
Is it collect? You're too proud. Good. Okay, so Ifeanyi, thank you so much for all you do. For all of us.
You guys are amazing yourself.
Yeah, thank you. At Comedy Club, I see how you go all out to make sure we eat. This is something that I've seen.
Because man must chop.
Even when we bomb,
you see that.
You're a good person.
Very gracious.
I've seen how many of my colleagues have been treated backstage. I don't know if I should say this, but I performed at one of the biggest stages, and I saw some comedians that I looked up to get treated wrongly. I was like, debut, you come off for a bro, see me, perform. I was hot inside because these were some of my heroes. Do you understand? These are some of my heroes.
And your heroes.
Yes, to see you treat us this way, it's. I think that was the first thing that made me. I was like, who is this woman? So she was like, that's SLK's manager. And then from that time, I was like, I started studying you, observing you from afar. I was like, Ifeanyi she's not looking happy. Can I approach her? And I think you're very amazing. You are good at what you do.
Thank you.
And I can't imagine what you'll be doing the next 5 years. Like I said, can you manage whatever?
I don't do it.
Let me know the specific prayer I'll pray for you now. So I
think he's good.
I think the biggest prayer I can pray for you is that you're like you said, you have gratification when you see people, having fun, happy and all. So I pray that your artists actually change levels and get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. So thank you so much, Ifeanyi, for staying with us on
You're welcome.
That's My Time.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys learned and had so much fun from Ifeanyi's stories about how she wanted to show her husband Pepe, to her putting Pepe in her husband's food in the house, to at early days in Babcock University, to the future of stand-up comedy in Nigeria, to SLK, to serving under her company, and many other stories. Please please share, please subscribe, and follow Ifeanyi on, what's your Instagram? Oh, you may not follow it. I know you have.
Well, do we really
need it?
Well,
don't follow her. Follow me. If you need a hand, ask me.
But you just
I'll just leave it out.
But the IPW company, so it's not like I didn't see it.
Yeah, she said IPW company.
The IPW company.
So you both talk the
yes. Now we're not that proud for work.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ifeanyi.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tolu Afilaka, and that's my time.